Welcome guys to my channel. You are talking to and watching AndySCovell's channel, and today we're going to be talking about a new ship that has come out to the game that I'm actually pretty excited about. This ship here is going to be the IG2000. The nice thing about this ship, it's a new bounty hunter ship, which of course is exciting. You know, it's going to add to the collection of the other bounty hunter ships that we have already. And we're going to kind of break down the kit a little bit. Most people have already seen the kit reveals on the Game Changers, but basics, not too exciting. Deal physical damage to target enemy if the target is breached. Attack again. Nothing too fancy. To be clear, he does not create his own breach or have a mechanic where he does breach himself. So he really relies on bounty hunter ships to make it work. Here's his unique ability or his special ability that you could take a look at. It's not, the stun is nice. You know, we're going to be going against meta ships, but we're also going to be going against some non-meta ships that are really good on offense but don't hold defense. This is one of my favorite abilities that he has. And at the start of each turn, if IG2000 recovers, of each turn, remember, recovers 8% health and also 8% offense for each debuffed enemy. Droid allies, gain half of that amount. So there will be droid ships in the game. But it's going to be a little while before they make their way in. And of course, we have the reinforcement here. I've experimented with the reinforcement. It's okay. It sounds a lot better than what it looks like on paper. And maybe with the right team comp or ship comp, you could actually take a lot of advantage of this. But as of right now, I like him in a starting lineup. And a lot of people are wondering, with this new event coming out, is this going to be a ship that we're going to go ahead and, is going to be instant meta and be great? I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if it's going to be, but I wanted to show you this as well, IG88. So when I show you this, you're getting legitimate, like a really strong ship. I'm only missing one Gear 12 Plus piece, and as well as 3 mods that are not 6 dot. So what I mean is this is a good sample size of essentially a max ship that's going to be put in arena. That's very important that you work on your crew members, of course, for your ships, and most everyone knows that. But for those that don't, yeah, you want to make sure you have really good crew members to take advantage of your ship. So very important there. But yeah, this is IG88, and like I said, I think with the introduction of new bounty hunter ships, I see us coming up with a Dengar. The punishing one coming out, but in the future. So anyway, the speed is nice. I believe if I max everything out, I can get him 183, maybe 184. All right. His health pool is great. His protection is very below average. Really not much protection at all. But that's also to take advantage of his health recovery mechanic. And by the way, the health recovery mechanic happens regardless of whose turn it is. So that's enemy's turn, that's capital ship's turn, that's your turn. That's what's really nice about that. The rest of the stats aren't, super, impressive. The damage is all right. Now, as of this morning when I was trying this out, it didn't seem like he did very much damage. Retrying it just now, I do feel that the damage might have gotten better, or maybe it just feels that way. Not sure if people in the forum said something and they said, well, you know what, let's give a little damage boost. But it feels like, anyway, and I don't know if it's a fact, but it feels like, we got some decent, better damage with them. Anyway, we're going to be going against some different combinations of ships. Now, everybody's going to have a different reinforcement setup. This is the one I'm using. Obviously, Houndstooth, that's a no-brainer. I won't even run IG2000 if you don't have Houndstooth in your lineup at all. Like, if it's not in your reinforcements or starting, I wouldn't probably even run him. I don't think that's his purpose. Again, when droid ships come out, different story. XB, Xanadu Blood. I like him in the starting lineup. He can stealth. He's going to, and I really like this combo here, simply because the breach mechanic is going to allow IG2000 hit really hard. Against the triple Genosians without a Houndstooth, this team is very good. Vader's tie is great because you're going to get the damage output. You're going to get the recovery for Plo Koon. Cassian, I like the assist. And this Skidmars, you're going to have, you're going to be able to basically give everyone stealth, which of course gives actually Xandu Blood more offense, and you're going to keep Houndstooth basically taunting the entire time. So here's one matchup that we're going to be doing right now, taking a look at here. And this is my setup that I would do. I would stun, because these guys are always going to be faster than Geos. And you can see that you got the AoE there. This is actually a very smooth battle, and I want to thank my Shard for allowing me to battle against them. Some people aren't so-called friendlies. I don't think this guy is one of my real true Shard mates as far as a buddy, but we want to show you how this stuff works. So this is the combo I thought that worked the best. You could see Vader's is a back of the knee. Oh, so look at that. You could see Sunfac just got wiped completely out right at the start. That's huge. We already took out 2 ships with this combo. But now you could see a lot of people running Phantoms in their lineups, so that way they can quickly get the reinforcements. In this situation, it seems like it could be useful, but you could already see that that this is pretty much over. I mean, it's ugly. I mean, they're done. So, but this kind of gives you an idea of how this works, and you can see that the damage output actually got better with IG2000. I'm not sure they did an upgrade overnight, but I know this morning he was not hitting very hard, and I was actually almost I was kind of annoyed actually this morning, because I didn't think that it was a very good ship. I'm still not convinced it is, but I feel like it's better maybe now. And again, that's just a feeling. That doesn't, I mean, they might not have done anything at all. So anyway, we're going to be doing several different teams. We really want to look for the Houndstooth. You want to max Houndstooth. That's just like in Arena, people use Treya as the standard. Like, if you could beat a Treya team, you got a good team. That's kind of how it is in Ship Arena. If you can beat a Houndstooth team, especially if you can do it easily, you're probably doing very good, and you're probably good, So we're going to try a different team. This is a different player that we're facing off against. I also want to say, keep in mind, when you're in the top 20 in Ship Arena, most everyone can beat everyone, so it all just comes down to what is going to hold better on defense. A lot of people think that once you get to a certain level in ships that you're just immortal, and then we have really great ship players in our Shard, which is a beautiful thing. But even in my regular Toon arena, if you will, my character arena, everybody can pretty much beat everybody. I mean, it's not hard for you to get outside the top 20 every blue moon just because everybody's fighting everybody. But you can take a look here, guys. You can kind of really see the combinations really strong with this, because by hiding behind Houndstooth and giving everybody target lock and the massive damage that Vader's ship does, you can really control a lot of the match this way. And I don't have any Tarkin Zetas. I don't have his G12 plus gear, and I think I'm actually missing a regular G12 gear. So he's not the fastest, is what I'm trying to get at. And I don't have any 6-stop mods on him. So I think that was a pretty flawless fight right there. So you could see the value of what's going on, and you could see that, against non-maxed Houndstooth teams or teams that don't have Houndstooth, this combo is deadly. And it's going to be very tough for teams to beat that team that I just have. Especially if you have Plo Koon coming in. Once your Houndstooth takes a little bit of a licking, you could turn around and get a recovery for health and protection and cleanse your whole team, and now you're right back in the mix of things. So, okay, well, his rank went away, so we're going to do another battle. Some of these battles I won't finish. I'm not trying to knock my Shard mates back. They're very nice, allowing me to, obviously attack them. The idea here isn't to try to make it to number 1. The idea here is to showcase what IG2000 can do for you, and for people that are like, you know what, is he worth it? Is he not worth it? I have my opinions. I think if you're going to go all out, and you have a strong IG88, and you do feel if you're not at least going to take him to 6 stars, I don't know if I would personally get it, work with this ship as of right now. Again, with other ships coming in the mix, it could be different. But yeah, now one thing you got to look at right here. Look at how I did that. So using his stun on Houndstooth pretty much will never get off, because it already has, in his kit, he has tenacity when he doesn't have a lot of tenacity. So it's really hard. Now, if you were able to get a stun on Houndstooth, oh man, you could really hurt a team, but the likelihood of ever getting that off is pretty slim. So I was able to take out Geo-Soldier, and it's always Geo-Soldier in the situation like this, simply because Spy is going to obviously go in stealth, so you wouldn't want to play, go that direction. Now we have Vader's tie coming in. You can see the damage. Now, I want to be clear on this particular ship. This is a 4-star Houndstooth. Now, 4-star Houndstooths are more than viable. It's one of the few ships that you don't have to have crazy max. But if you really want to get, you have a higher end defense, obviously you're going to want to make sure that you try to get them. So I want to be clear on that, so that way people are like, oh wow, you just whoop the Houndstooth. The reality of the situation is this player that I'm facing is a really great player, and offensively, he destroys pretty much everybody. Sometimes it's hard in defense, and that's where I think both arenas are kind of broken a little bit, because defense is tough to come by. But you can really see that we got five ships out. We got everybody cleansed. I mean, this is definitely Trouble City right here with this particular team. It really is. He's going to go back to taunting. My Houndstooth, and there's just, it's too overwhelming for any team and to really come up against this in this setup here. Now we're just kind of keeping this going to kind of show you the team. Yeah, I could take it out, but we're not trying to do that. We're just trying to showcase IG2000's value. If you notice throughout these videos, you can see IG2000 recovering health every single turn. You just see the little green bar depending on what health he's at. If it starts at yellow, it slowly starts increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing. So it's really nice to keep him alive, but you definitely want him, if you would use him outside of a bounty hunter team, I don't see why you would want to do that. You would definitely want to make sure that he's definitely behind a tank. Biggs is kind of out. Biggs is good for territory war and what have you, but some people run Biggs still, some don't. But Biggs is still a good tank if you're trying to get into the top, 20, top 10. Biggs can still be useful, but you have to be a little more strategic, and you have to know that defense isn't going to be as strong. But this is a pretty strong, so we're going to forfeit this one. I'm not trying to knock my shard mates back. You can see what this team can do. I've tried Akbar, and Akbar has mixed results with that, so we're going to be rocking Tarkin. I was hoping with Akbar, the basic assist with Xanadu Blood, XB, Cad Bane ship would, the assist would help IG2000 get the double tap, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. So we're really trying to find. We're gonna keep facing some different teams here. We already faced this guy in the middle here. We're really trying to face teams that have actual maxed out Houndstooth, because you're really gonna see that with the IG2000, it's not. It's gonna struggle. It's going to be down to the wire. It doesn't mean the team can't win, but what it does mean is that against max Houndstooth, boss ship, it's really going to have some problems. That's the ship right now to beat. If you could beat that ship, that's great. So you kind of see it's kind of the same setup. We turn around, and we're going to be, pretty solid here. I do like Tarkin in the lineup simply because if you can get ability blocks, you lose all the assists from the Geos, which is going to keep Houndstooth alive more. So that's one thing, a note for people, is I really do like, because if they can even get an ability block or two, you're great. Now your team can't get stunned. Look at that. Boom, and that's a maxed Sunfac. But you can see that works really well. But again, if you really want to test this team, you really want to go against, max Houndstooth. Now, because we have, a really strong team out, and we're just really, doing some work here, You could see Vader you really need. And I know the ship was, the IG-2000 was meant as a, basically I'll refer to 88 ship. 88 ship is supposed to be a, devastating damage ship. I don't think it is. I mean, I've seen on the forums and different people stating that it's equivalent to Vader's tie. There is no damage bigger than Vader's tie, not from a single unit. Now, a massive system of Geos would beg to differ, but as far as an individual ship, Vader's tie is ridiculous. He's just way overpowered when it comes to this. It's interesting. He's been released and been in the game forever, and yet he's still one of the most powerful ships. That just shows that, even when new content comes out, there's still some old classics that are still in your lineup. I still get the job done. So we're searching for, and there we go. You see that one in the middle? He's a buddy of mine. He's actually a shard mate of mine. We're going to go ahead and try his combo. And this is what the test of time is going to tell you. Now, can this team be beat? Yes. But you're going to see this is a very tough team. And this guy mods his stuff very well. His crew members are really high up. I mean, this is a tough team. Most people cannot beat this team. See how I tried to stun? Because there really wasn't a whole lot of options to really mess with. I could have probably done Sunfac. If I took it back, I probably would go back and do Sunfac instead there. Might have been a little mistake, but I think when you see the actual result, I don't think it's going to make a big splash of a difference. But you're going to see here how this is crazy. So you get the AoE. I mean, that's good. But it really, he already got off his taunt, so you're going to see that's going to be tough. You can see here what to do. Get a little bit more of assist. You can see my Houndstooth taking a little bit of a beating. We're going to hope Vader's can come in, get some target locks on. But you can see my ship's in a little bit of trouble. Let's see here. Yeah. You can see that IG88, I know he has offense down on him, but he's mightily struggling putting any in. I was really hoping with IG2000, not that you already want a counter after a ship's only been out for a month, let's say, or a month and a half, but we definitely want, I was hoping he could do a, kind of push through and force a little bit more damage on 2000 or on Houndstooth. That would have been so much better, but he doesn't fit that bill, especially with the protection and all that stuff going on. But let's see here. So yeah, we were able to take one out. But you can kind of see, it doesn't feel comfortable right now. This, and right there, boom. See, they already took out my Houndstooth. That's tough. That's a tough blow right there. Yeah. So now we have to figure out what are we gonna do here. See if we can make a big difference here. I was debating whether to use a basic, but really at the end of the day, we really just want to get a lot of turn meter here. So we hit them. Let's see if we can do. And let's see, okay. Let's see if we can get this. It's going to be tough. We'll give him a little bit more protection. See, I do think Plo Koon in this lineup, he's not the most popular ship people use, but I do like him in there. Okay, so we were able to get a Houndstooth out. So this is coming down the wire. You can tell, oh, there goes my XP. Okay, there goes my, now I lost all my heavy damage. So that, obviously that's a problem. We're down to 2 versus 2. I think we're going to use the AoE. We need to go ahead and make sure that they can't use their specials, but of course, oh, yep, and that's game. That is game. So you could see, now that could have gone either way, of course, but you could see that it's not an easy win. So this team isn't going to be, the ship isn't going to be the best ship you can obviously rock in your ship arena. But hopefully that gives you guys kind of an idea. Is the ship going to be viable at 3 stars? No. But is it going to be a solid ship? Absolutely. It's a nice ship to add. It helps with territory wars. If you guys have any questions, please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more content coming out, but I hope that this really helped you guys out. And yeah, please like and share this video as well as I try to get my channel off the ground. So guys, everyone, thanks for watching, and you know, keep on gaming.